Welcome back to the Homestead, guys. We have been gone for about 10 days. We actually went to Panama, and Taku will have some fishing videos on Outdoor Chef Life, the main channel. I didn't go fishing this time. I did go to Panama, but all I did was surf, massages. I went on a really great hike with a really nice view. And of course, I ate a ton of mangoes because it was the start of mango season, and I even got to pick some off the tree. It was a nice little break from the garden. I always get comments from people saying, how are you doing all this without your back hurting? And the answer is, it does hurt. Especially on the days where we were really busy setting up the garden. I was pretty physically exhausted by the end of the day. So we've been gone 10 days and the growth here exploded. So we have a lot to do. Not just like the edible garden, but the weeds are crazy. Roscoe's over here. Oh, you forgot to put your collar on, buddy. You're naked. Got all of this. Got to clear all of this up. This is actually my grape right here. Look at all of this, guys. 2 weeks of no weeding and I come back to all of this. Oh my God. And you can see the blackberry growing here. And I actually found some blackberries even growing in the garden beds, which is so annoying. If you guys remember, this whole section right here where I'm standing was basically all blackberry, and we cleared it all out because Himalayan blackberry is not native here, but mostly because it grows insanely. Like, it will take over your whole house if you don't get that under control. And honestly, I don't really think you can get it under control. So I decided just to remove it, and it's already trying to grow back. Clean up the weeds, harvest some plants, because there are some radish that, like, huge. And then I gotta go make a Bass cheesecake for Taku because it is actually his birthday today. And I know some of you are also wondering about the water situation. We don't really have an update on that yet. You know how we got those results, basically that x-ray into the ground to see if there was water, and those testing usually have an 80% accuracy, and it's mostly 80% accuracy in terms of the amount of water. Usually if it says there's water, there should be water. So our results came back saying it was going to be a great spot to drill, and it was not. And the results were so off that Nathan, the guy who did the testing, told us he's sending the results to the guy who developed the software to get a second opinion on why that happened. He said it's an anomaly. He's never had this situation happen. So for the results to say that there's a ton of water and to hit absolutely nothing, yeah, that he thought that was really, really weird. And he asked us to just hold off on drilling just so he can get a second opinion on what happened. All right, do you guys see these radishes? Look at this. That is insane. Just gonna wiggle it out. That's a pretty big radish. I don't usually grow them this big, and they weren't anywhere near this big, but that's pretty cool. I'm gonna harvest some of these guys. We got a Napa cabbage here. Very nice. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need a bigger basket. It's already full, all of just radish. These ones are the daikon on top. There's a good amount of them. We're gonna have to pickle them or something. It's very exciting, very good harvest. I feel like everything grows better when I'm not here to watch it all the time. Definitely a lot of weeding ahead for me, and I need to prune the tomato plants. Those grew quite a bit while we were gone. Oh, very nice. Taku's over here making me a little trellis system. That way I don't have to use tomato cages here.
These little tabs off.
Nice.
Yeah, this is just, so we have some of this wood just laying around, and it's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, you actually don't have to put it on that side because there's no tomatoes on that side.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's
That's
just
right.
this little line.
Well, just in case. You want to just tie it off to that side too.
Yeah.
If it starts juking this way too much.
Yeah, if it gets heavy. Well,
yeah.
Look at our little hard-working helper down here. He is exhausted.
Been putting this project off for a while. Keep just doing little bits at a time. We gotta put just a roof over it. And we're gonna put the kiln here. So that's all I'm doing. I put these 4x4s in, and they're concreted in with those little brackets.
They wiggly.
Well, I don't know. But when you put it together, I guess they'll stabilize.
Yeah. I mean, it mostly just needs rain cover.
Yeah.
Doesn't really need anything fancy.
Yeah, I guess these brackets, I don't know. They have a bit of give, so it's just kind of flexible, I guess. Yeah, I just have to put a crossbar, boom, boom, attach some 4x4s to that side, and then I gotta cut this off a bit here. I think I'll just use a chainsaw. And then put the roof on.
Nice.
I think that's it. Just do a little guesstimation right here. Guesstimation like that. That looks about right. Oh man, that looks pretty damn parallel.
Yeah.
This might be a very unorthodox way of doing it, but yeah, this side's still a little high. That side gotta go down. Here, can you just hold it right here?
Oh. Guess that's why they say always wear your safety goggles.
There you have the frame of it. All I have to do is put in those that metal roof. It's gonna go right on top of them. Yeah, that'll do, huh?
Yeah, it's nice. I'll put a little fence here. Maybe a little pallet fence. Just to keep any dogs from peeing.
So you're gonna go in from this way?
No, I can make it so that it opens. A little gate.
Oh, a gate?
Yeah, I just gotta keep it so that the dogs don't pee on the kiln.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Roscoe.
I'm not gonna pee on it.
Oh, you're so tired. You worked really hard on this, huh, buddy? Supervisor's tough job.
Tough job. Yeah, I think that'll hold. Alright, we got a big harvest of Napa cabbage. Look at this. Big Napa cabbage. And I said, well, I wanted to initially make kimchi, and I'm still going to make kimchi, but I was telling Jocelyn, what if we made a Mexican inspired flavored kimchi and using like the salsa that we use for like menudo and stuff, and spread that on like kimchi paste onto the cabbage, just like if you were to make regular kimchi. So we're gonna try that. I'm washing everything out. I'm washing all the dirt, and we're gonna soak it in salt overnight. Just basically cover each leaf with salt, and then we're gonna wash it, soak it in water again overnight, and then drain it, let it dry. Then we add on all the paste, all that chili paste, and then you just leave it, let it do its thing, and that is going to be Mexican flavored kimchi. I have an initial layer of Napa cabbage, just individual pieces, a little bit of salt, a layer more cabbage, More salt. More cabbage. And I have these kind of chunky pieces too. So I gotta put the salt in between all these. Okay, we got a cooler of salted cabbage. Now we wait 24 hours.
We're gonna have some Japanese curry tonight, and I already have a bunch of potatoes inside, but I'm gonna check these other containers and take whatever other potatoes are left, because I'm gonna use these to grow some jicama next. We got potatoes. And a couple tiny ones. I didn't really want to deal with putting a watering system into these, so I just kind of let them die back, because to be honest, I already have a ton of potatoes, and I figured if there weren't any more good ones, that's fine. Check out this one. This is a pretty big one. For reference, normal size, mega size. And I didn't bury any potatoes this size. They're all like these small potatoes. They're from the grocery store. If one starts sprouting, I just bury them. And it works out pretty well. Working in the garden, and I look down the hill and it looks like Roscoe has brought over a friend. Hello!
He's very sweet. Roscoe's thirsty. They're both thirsty.
Oh, Monty's so cute. He has so much more energy than Roscoe.
Listens really well. Sit.
Yeah, he does.
Good boy. Stay. Looks like he has a tracker on him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. This one is supposed to, I actually looked into this brand. They're supposed to...
No, actually, this is a shock collar.
Yeah, I was about to say, you set a perimeter around your house, and it'll tell the dog, like, it'll give him a warning, like, you've gone too far, stop. And then I think eventually it...
Didn't work.
Yeah, clear. I think if you run fast enough.
He ran through the field, the force field. Monty, you got through it? Monty. Well, we have messaged his owner.
Roscoe instinctually knew not to pee in our garden, so he kind of gets free reign in there, but other dogs will try and pee, and then that triggers Roscoe to start peeing in my garden, so unfortunately they're not going to be allowed in the fenced area. We've got Monty in the office, and Roscoe's out here in the garden. They got to take a break. Roscoe drank a ton of water, and his breed, after they eat or drink a ton of water, they need to wait an hour for their stomach, because his breed is known for bloating, which causes his stomach to flip. We're looking actually into a surgery that will pin his stomach, so if he does bloat, at least the stomach won't flip and kill him. While the dogs take a break, I'm going to do some kimchi radish with all the daikon that I harvested from the garden. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and sugar. The salt, some sugar. Roscoe's not enjoying his forced break. Gonna mix all that up and then let it sit for somewhere between 30 to 60 minutes. It's been about 45 minutes, so I'm gonna add the garlic and the green onions and some of the other ingredients. Thought I had a lot more gochugaru, but I only have my little tiny fancy one. So that's gonna have to go in there. Got some fish sauce going in. Some of the leftover juice. I'm gonna put a good amount of fish sauce. We like it pretty saucy. Just gonna stir that up. Let it marinate. And while we wait on the radish, we've actually got some leftover curry, garden curry, with some udon noodles. So we made a curry udon. And then Taku put some of the radish tops in here as well. We've got a lot of radish top.
That's good though.
Yeah.
Actually,
You need gochugaru, huh?
yeah, I do.
I have to go to the store. We're just at the Korean market too.
Should have gotten a huge bucket of it.
Actually, no. Do you need gochugaru? Because you said you were doing a Mexican style.
Yeah, but I still want to use. The daikon is good. This is daikon
Oh yeah.
in the curry.
Slowly, all our meals are becoming garden meals.
Yeah. I think that's exciting.
Yeah.
Luckily, Monty had a little tag with the owner's number on it, so I shot him a text and he came to pick up Monty. But yeah, Monty's really good. He listened really well. Knew how to roll over, do some tricks, you know.
Yeah.
And his recall was pretty good. So, and he just followed us back to our place from like a mile away. And yeah, he was fine. He hung out here for a little bit. We had to separate them because they were just being too playful. They were playing too much, and they were just getting too tired. And I would just give them both a break. So yeah, we hung out.
Yeah. They're a good energy match. They both play rough the same way. Got it nice and squished in here. And I'll probably leave it out for a day so it gets a little fermented, but not too fermented. Time to do the cabbage.
Just gonna rinse off all the salt off these guys, and then we're gonna soak them in water for 24 hours. All right, now I'm making the paste for our kimchi, and this is chile guajillo. This is what we use for like menudo and other stuff, Mexican dishes. So I'm gonna toast these off a little, take the seeds out, and I'm gonna actually put some onion and garlic in here to kind of roast as well. Just get a little color on them, and then we're gonna blend it all. Okay, got the chilies in there. There's onion and probably about 12 or 14 cloves of garlic. I think I'm also gonna add in this one. We have this pasilla chili, so I'm gonna do the same thing, kind of toast it off a little, take the seeds out and dump it in here, and we'll add a little bit of water to that mixture. This is what you normally use for kimchi. And I'm also gonna add a bit of this gochugaru, Korean chili flakes, into the batch as well. So it'll have a mixture of flavors. And this, just straight out the bag. Smells good. I'll put about a good teaspoon in there at least, just to start. Not a teaspoon, a tablespoon. That'd be one big teaspoon. Okay. Looks like that. And that's what the kimchi will look like. I'm just gonna do a taste test like this. This is going to be good. Also add a little fish sauce. That'll make the flavor just top notch. Mix that up. It's pretty spicy, so I think it needs a little balanced out with a bit of sweetness. This is Marin. Oh, damn, that's good. It's pretty spicy, but nice. Really nice. So here's my cabbage. It's been kind of drying for the last 24 hours as well. So now it's all ready to take on the sauce. So we're gonna do pretty much one leaf at a time. A little bit of sauce. Almost on there. Hopefully have enough paste. Here it is, all layered and kimchi. So we'll let this, you know, do its thing for a couple of days, and we'll give it a taste test. Should be good.
It smells really good.
It smells nice, yeah.
It's lunchtime. We got our daikon, which our friends were over this weekend for some Korean barbecue, and they said this was the best kimchi daikon.
I said.
Oh, you said that. Yeah.
I said.
Yeah, it was really good.
Mm-hmm. It is really good.
We're doing some spicy cold noodles today. But you'll have to wait till the next video for the kimchi taste test. Black garlic, huh?
Got some black garlic in here. Got from a friend.
That's good. We're fully stocked on groceries this week because since we land in San Francisco and go on flights, we go to every single grocery store. We went to the Korean market because that one was new in Daly City. We went to the Japanese market. We went to, I think, Whole Foods. Our friends went to Trader Joe's and got us a couple stuff. It's a whole day event when we're in the Bay Area.
Looks good. And the radish is so crunchy. Delicious.
That's going to be everything for this video. And we'll show you how the kimchi goes in the next one. And we'll see what we cook up with it.